9 NFL players who have $1 million shoe deals. Subscribe to the channel and comment down below saying I subscribe to this much shout out giveaway. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to Big Hit Central. When it comes to earnings, the NFL is a quarterbacks league. The top earners by both salary and endorsements are almost quarterbacks. But why? With 53 players on a team, the majority of endorsements can only go to a handful of players, and the selection will be of the ones who set the most records and get the most public exposure. With that said, here are 9 NFL players with the biggest shoe deals ever. Number 1, Cam Newton. There's no denying that at one point at his career, Cam Newton was the most dominant force in the National Football League. His athletic prowess and infectious bravado have helped the Carolina Panthers remain a threat in the almighty NFC South. As a rookie, Cam's style of play and fun-filled nature distinguished him as a marketing goldmine. Shortly after he arrived in 2011, Cam signed with sportswear giant Under Armour. 2 years later, his first signature cleat would officially hit stores. Dubbed the Cam Highlight, this initial offering lacked that unprecedented flair he'd become known for. Fast forwarding to nearly 100 outrageous post-game outfits, his first signature sneaker was born. The C1N was one of the most stylish yet functional athletic sneakers of 2017.
Cam designed the sneaker himself and is inspired by his off-the-field fashion sense. It features a thread-borne upper, a mid-foot strap, charge and micro G cushion.
Some reference the sneaker as a marker for when Cam became to embrace his fashionista status fully, thus evolving into an icon. Had injury not plagued his 2019 season, Newton would have been placed in the UAC1N MC during the team's recent trip to London. These cleats are available at Under Armour retailers for $160 in 3 distinct colorways. Number 2, Odell Beckham Jr. It should come to no surprise that OBJ is featured in this breakdown. As one of the most eccentric receivers in the National Football League, Odell is unmistakably a trendsetter. He is routinely spotted in fashion and sneaker blogs, wearing the latest in designer clothing. On any given day, he can be found rubbing shoulders with other high-profile celebs such as Drake. Nike acknowledged OBJ's stardom and resigned him in 2017 under one of the biggest Nike shoe deals ever for an NFL player. Since the ink has dried, he's taken full advantage of his partnership with the swoosh. His first signature cleat, the untouchable Pro 3 OBJ Up-Tempo, hit retailers this time last year. Inspired by the Nike Air More Up-Tempo, these cleats feature OBJ branding at the midfoot, heel and liner. Although this isn't his latest cleat creation to bless retailers, OBJ has been hesitant to leave the untouchable Pro 3 OBJ and Up-Tempo alone. This season, he's been debuting unreleased colorways despite the 2019 release of the OBJ X Nike Vapor Untouchable Pro 3. Having released this July, this silhouette takes a more luxurious approach to football cleats. Gold detailing is found throughout the upper, contrasting well with red stitching. His signature branding is found at the toe box and insole. For those who aren't in the market for cleats, last November an OBJ rendition of Nike's classic Air Force 1 hit shelves. Number 3, Russell Wilson. Seattle Seahawks QB Russell Wilson takes the top spot in our list fresh off his new 4-year, $140 million contract he signed prior to the 2019 season. This contract included a $65 million signing bonus. Wilson also has many ventures off the field, including him and his wife, Ciara, being a part of the ownership group that owns the Seattle Sounders. His most high-profile endorsement deal is with Nike, and he has his own signature shoe with the brand. In 2019, Wilson brought in $70 million in salary and $9 million in endorsements. Number 4, Drew Brees. Statistically, Drew Brees is one of the best quarterbacks of this generation, and he's also one of the most popular. He made the most out of anybody on our list in endorsement money through his ownership of multiple Jimmy John's and Dunkin' Donuts franchises. He also is sponsored by Nike, PepsiCo, Microsoft, and many others. There were rumors of his retirement before this season, but he will be back and will be paid a pretty penny to do so. In 2019, Brees was able to bring in $23 million in salary and $60 million in endorsement deal money. Number 5, Nick Foles. After leading the Eagles to a Super Bowl title and winning MVP honors, Foles was rewarded with a 4-year deal worth $88 million with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Of this $88 million, $50 million was guaranteed at the signing of the contract. Obviously, it didn't work out in terms of performance, and eventually Foles was moved to the Chicago Bears. But that doesn't mean Foles didn't get his money's worth. He earned $30.8 million in salary/bonuses and pulled in $2 million through endorsement deals, most notably from Lululemon. Number 6, Patrick Mahomes. Apparently, sports analysts and fans aren't the only ones with this sentiment. Mahomes joined the Adidas family when he entered the league back in 2017. Just 1 year later, he became a starter and went on to shred defenses and create endless highlight reels. Similar to Russell Wilson, Mahomes doesn't have a signature pair of cleats. Instead, he endorses the Adidas Freak Ultra, equipped with Prime Knit and Boost technology. This pair offers maximum flexibility with optimal cushioning. Simply put, Patrick Mahomes is an exciting athlete to watch. He does things on the field that until recently were unheard of. Last year's performance may not have earned him a trip to the Super Bowl, but it did warrant a signature sneaker from the three stripes: Adidas AM4 Showtime Mahomes. The Adidas AM4 Showtime Mahomes released September 23rd at select Adidas retailers for $180. Mahomes' iteration of Adidas's most modern runner includes subtle details and branding. Black MVP sets can be found draped over the forefoot. Hints of gold offset the upper and contrast well with his signature at the heel cup. Number 7, JJ Watt. When it's all said and done, JJ Watt will be remembered as one of the greatest defense ends ever to play the game. He's a monster on the field and a role model in his community. With that being said, why doesn't he have a stronger presence in the footwear industry? To answer the question, this has a lot to do with Nike's exclusivity deal. Nike's contract with the NFL prevents on-field branding from rival brands. Having signed with Reebok, JJ is unable to showcase the Reebok logo legally. While this sounds bizarre, he's actually one of the many athletes confined by this exclusivity rule. Going unbranded seems trivial until nobody acknowledges that you're tied to a major sportswear brand. Performance-wise, we haven't known Watt to have any game day footwear issues. Unfortunately, we don't have further details on his cleat preferences either. We did, however, think his most current signature sneaker is worth a mention. Number 8, Matt Ryan. Closing out our list is veteran Atlanta Falcons quarterback Matt Ryan, who at the time of his contract signing was the first player to receive $30 million per season. In 2018, he signed a deal that paid him $150 million over 5 years, and with his contract restructuring in 2019, he got $9 million of his salary up front. He also had numerous endorsement deals with the likes of Nike, Gatorade, Mercedes, and others, which netted him $5 million. As a whole, Ryan was able to put in a total of $26.5 million through his salary bonuses and endorsement deals. Number 9, Antonio Brown. The Antonio Brown drama was one of the most ludicrous series of events in NFL history. Ironically, the whole situation ended as abruptly as it started. You'd be lying if you claimed to have foreseen his career ending in this fashion. With so much left to give to the sport, it's unfortunate that his story has been concluded. Before his legacy came to a screeching halt, AB was a proud Nike athlete. He'd sport the latest in Nike apparel on and off the field. Typically, to most athletes on this list, he has his own signature sneaker. The Nike Tech trainer Antonio Brown released February 5th for $100. Truthfully, the sneaker is every bit as unusual as the superstar receiver has proven to be. The colourful floral pattern on the upper is contrasted with a gum outsole. The stretch woven bootie provides a snug fit that adapts to any foot shape. Flex grooves on outsole provide superior traction while allowing a more natural range of motion.
You know, sneakers is everything coming up. You know, as a kid going to high school, everyone judge you on your shoes. So, you know, you gotta have the right shoes to, you know, put your right foot.
This brings us to the end of our video. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit like if you did, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you don't miss out on any of our videos in the future. Also, watch the 2 videos out on your screen because I'm sure you'll love them. With that, I'll see you in the next video.